Hey guys, Finn here. That is of course FYNN, and yeah, it's that time of year. The Manchester United FIFA 20 ratings has just come out, so it's caught me off guard. Totally, I wasn't aware that they were coming out right now, so sorry if this does come across as a tiny bit rushed. I was busy editing the upcoming Premier League prediction video at the time of recording. So yeah, let's just see what we can do with this one. I'm basically going to tell you the readings or the predictions that have come out and tell you whether I do or do not agree with them. Let's get into them. Okay, so this is ranked in order from highest to lowest, or I guess I'll actually read it for you from the lowest rated to the highest rated, just because, and yeah, I'll read it in that format. And of course, if you do like Manchester United content, I do quite a lot on this channel, so I would recommend subscribing and hitting that bell notification to be notified as soon as I do upload a video. Let's get into this. Okay, lowest is Mason Greenwood with the 67. I actually think that's fair enough, because you look at the likes of what Angel Gomez has been given in the beginning of every FIFA, and then you look at what Chong's been given in the beginning of every FIFA. It's always quite low ratings, and I think that's just fair enough that Greenwood does get that, because he hasn't had that much first team experience. But yeah, it's interesting to see how he goes up in the future. Daniel James is the second lowest with 72 rated. Look, he was like 59 or whatever when he started at Swansea last season. Yeah, I think that's terribly low for James. A 72, I mean, look, I know these stats were probably done quite a long time ago for the ratings right now, but the way he started the season, I can see him getting a winter upgrade to at least the 75, 76. I would give him a 75 right now, personally, just because I think that's how he is. I mean, his pace is over 90, which I'm really happy about already in the beginning of FIFA. But yeah, as I said, I think Daniel James should at least get a 75 rated. Grant, third choice keeper, 72 rated. Not going to argue that much. We never see him play. He is a third choice. He's not really in the team to play. He's just there as a backup option in case something happens to both of our first and second choice keeper. Fosu Mensah, 73. I want to say I'm upset by this, but at the same time, 2 years ago, he was at Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace did horrible that season. Last season, he was at Fulham. They didn't do well last season. So 73, I think, is actually okay by that, if you look at it in terms of that. Shouldn't get that higher rating, but I'd love to see him still play a bit more, obviously in that right back position, or in a now that we have right backs covered, in a defensive midfielder position. Next, Axel Tuanzebe, 73. I think that is very harsh. He did super well with Aston Villa. I would give him a 74 or 75. As I said, if Daniel James is a 75, maybe I'd give Axel Tuanzebe a 74, just in terms of comparing, in terms, like, I know it's totally different positions, but just how good they are in their position. I'd give them at least maybe a one higher in a 74. Axel Tuanzebe, very strong and capable of that. Delos, 75. Yeah, once again, I'm not going to complain too much. He's not going to get that much game time this season. I would maybe give him a 76, just one or two higher once again, but overall, not too many complaints over there. Scott McTominay is next with a 77. Look, I think Scott McTominay had a beautiful end towards the end of last season. I mean, he scored one or two goals. He did super well versus Barcelona. One of our starting strong players this season at Manchester United. I think it's harsh. I'd give him an 80 rated. I think he deserves to break that 80 mark. I mean, look, he's not the best midfielder in the world, but I think he's definitely broken that 80 mark, at least in my opinion. Tell me what you guys think about that. Andreas Pereira, 77 as well. Once again, maybe I'd give him a 78, 79, one or two high, but 77, I'm not going to complain too much. Yeah, I think he's around that area. I don't think he quite breaks the 80 yet, but he's close to that area. I just want to say, before I move on, guys, I have recently made the best former Liverpool players video of players that are still playing, so like Coutinho, Suarez, those kind of players. You guys can go check that out. I enjoyed making that video lots. Marcus Rojo next, then a 78. If it might be a bit light, I would give him a 77. We never see him play. Last season, when one of the only games he did play, he scored an own goal. So I wouldn't say maybe 78. I would drop him down one lower. Phil Jones, 79. Same story. I would maybe drop him to a 78, but 79, I'm not going to complain about that much, because he doesn't break that 80 mark, but yeah, I'm not going to complain too much about a 79. Aaron Wan-Bissaka, a 79 rated. Look, I know he's gone up hectically over the last 2 years. He was like a 54 whatever rated when he first started Crystal Palace, then up to last season he was like in the mid 70s, early 70 ratings, and now he's a 79 rated. But if you look at it in comparisons, they say him and Alexander-Arnold are the two best right backs in the league at the moment. Well, let's not include Kyle Walker, but if Trent Alexander-Arnold, I think he's like 75, I don't know what he's going to be, but let's say he's like mid-70s, and Kyle Walker as well. I think then Wan-Bissaka should at least get an 82 rated. If you have to compare everyone in positions and just totally cut age out of it, I would say it's a bit biased towards his age. That's what I think about it, but yeah, I'll give him an 82 rating. Romero, 80 rating, substitute goalkeeper. We don't see him play that much, but he's one of our best, like one of the best second choice goalkeepers in the world. Whether it's 79 or 80 rated, I'm pretty comfortable with that. Eric Bailly, always out with injury. He's got an 80 rated card. Yeah, I'm pretty comfortable with that. I don't know if he's earned it quite per se. Look, I'm not saying he's a bad player at all. I'm just saying it's very hard to justify an 80 rated card if we never see him play. But otherwise, yeah, I'm not going to complain too much about an 80 rated card. Matic, 81. Look, last season he was one of our highest rated players. It's because it just came off of the season where we did come second behind City. He was like an 87, 88 rated Matic. He's now an 81. That is a hectic drop. But to be honest, it's deserved. He never plays. He's always injured. He's not going to play that much this season because he's slow. He's always hidden in games. Yeah, he's not the kind of player that we thought he was when we did buy him. Or maybe he just operated differently under Mourinho. But an 81, I think, is justified. 81, 82. Well, at least he would be lower than what Herrera was last season. If Herrera is like an 82 last season, or he's an 82 this season as well for PSG, then I think Matic would be a lower midfielder than that. Luke Shaw, 81, player of the season for us last season. I'm so happy he broke that 80 mark. As I said, 81, I am very, very happy with. It's just odd to think in context of things that he's our highest rated fullback on the team instead of Wan-Bissaka, and that's basically FIFA not really thinking that the fact that they just said Shaw is better than Wan-Bissaka, but we'll see as the season progresses. Victor Lindelof, 81. I'm also happy he's finally broken that 80 rated mark, but to be honest, I would love to see him at an 82 rated as an 82 rated player, but as I think about it, he does make one or two really silly mistakes, so maybe 81 is justified. Maguire is 82 rated. This is a very debatable one. Lots of people say he's one of the best centre-backs in the Premier League. I mean, if you think about like Laporte being high 80s, if you think about Van Dijk being 90 now, Alderweireld is 87. If you think about all of it, is Maguire 82? I think that's really harsh. I would give him an 83 at least, if not an 84. Juan Mata is 82. I think he's gotten a bit older. He's really aged quite a bit. He's not going to get much game time because we do play other players instead of him. He's not going to get lots of game time. I would maybe give him an 81 rated, but at the end of the day, an 82 rated is okay for him. Jesse Lingard, 82. I would not put Jesse Lingard as an 82. I mean, he hasn't scored in the last year or whatever for the Premier League. Last time he scored was in December, and other than that, he doesn't contribute to the team at all. For him to break 80 is beyond me. I would give him a 78, 79. I know it's harsh, but it's realistic. Marcus Rashford, 83. I would love to see him score more, get more assists, but we saw some high quality play from him last season. I would give him an 84. To be 100% honest, if Romelu Lukaku, who's now moved to Inter Milan, is an 85, I wouldn't say he's that much better, or his performance last season wasn't that much better, then Marcus Rashford, I'll give Rashford an 84 instead of an 83. Martial is an 83. Lots of people are saying that he should at least be an 85, which I don't agree with. He doesn't score that much. Yeah, I mean, he's given a left wing card in FIFA 20, which is very debatable. Lots of people are against that. 83, I'm not going to argue too much. He needs to score goals to get an 84 and 85. And I would say Martial's not as good a player as Rashford. Sorry, that's just my opinion. Or he might be, but his performance last season was not. So I'd have to say Rashford's higher, and I'd give Martial an 83. Now, second highest rated player is a far jump when it comes to ratings. It is Pogba, 88. Very comfortable with that. One of our best players, gets goals, gets assists, our top scorer and assist maker last season. I'm very happy with Pogba getting an 88. Let's hope he shows the team that he is an 88 in real life. And our highest rated player is an 89. David De Gea dropped from a 91 to an 89, which is proof. I mean, he dropped enough balls last season, therefore he should drop in ratings. That's it. If you don't play well, you don't deserve the 90 rating. I'm sorry, De Gea. I mean, we absolutely love you at Manchester United, but if you make so many mistakes, you should expect a drop in rating. He is now same rating, I believe, as Alisson from Liverpool. Once again, if you can't keep up that rating, or if you can't keep up that performance, you don't deserve the rating. And let's just hope you push and you show the De Gea that you really are, so that you can break into that 90 again. But otherwise, I totally agree with that.
Hey guys, apologies, just some ratings that I did miss that were just uploaded now. Sorry, I'm holding my camera like this. Just want to quickly say, I did miss Chong. He's gotten 65 rated, which I agree with, didn't seem that much. Gomez has got a 68 rating. I would break him maybe to a 70. Fred has gotten a 79 rated, which of course he didn't perform last season. I totally agree with that. And Ashley Young has gotten a 77. I would maybe drop it to a 76 or 78. I don't know. Actually, around that mark is good. 77 for Young is pretty good.
But guys, this has been Finn, FYNN. As I said, if you enjoy Manchester United content, please do follow this channel, subscribe to it, share it. I do a lot of work. Fincross Football is all my social media names. And yeah, of course, if you do want to see, I have a weekly Premier League prediction series where I predict the score and the fantasy team every week from now on. But guys, this has been Finn, FYNN. Stay awesome.